Let's face it, there's a lot of property for sale here in Parrish, and it can be overwhelming. Do you go for the new construction or do you go for the resale? There's definitely pros and cons to both, and we're going to break those down for you. Also, stay to the end because whether you buy new construction or resale, as a buyer, there's something important you need to know about property here in Parrish. All right, we're going to talk about the pros first for new construction. And the first one, obviously, is that the home is move-in ready. You're not going to deal with some gross carpet. You don't have some funky wallpaper that somebody else liked. Your baseboards aren't all beaten up. It's a brand new home. It's ready to go. The second thing is that it's going to be low maintenance. Your AC, the plumbing, the roof, the windows, those are all new components. So they shouldn't be breaking anytime soon. Now, the third thing is the builder incentives. With interest rates being at like 6-7% right now, the incentives that builders are giving, which pretty much are lower interest rates at like 5%, 4.99, this can be really tempting to buy a new construction home and lock in that better interest rate. Another pro of new construction is that they're more energy efficient than a resale home. The standards for new construction and energy have gone up. So, in the long run, a new construction home should save you more money. So, the fifth pro for new construction homes is that they're just more modern. The layouts, the design, everything about them is going to be more modern than a home that is 10 years old. They're building for what buyers have in mind today. And the last reason is the builder's warranty. I know it's only a year most of the time, but it does give you some peace of mind that your home will be covered for certain things for a year. All right, next up is the cons of new construction. And the first thing is that new construction homes tend to be more expensive. That fresh, never lived in home comes at a premium, and builders set the price. There's really not that much room for negotiation on a new construction home. The second con is waiting. Sometimes these new construction projects take longer than anticipated, so you kind of have to be patient and expect delays when you buy a new construction property. The third con is that these homes are kind of like bare boned. Have you ever walked into the new construction property and you'll see that sometimes they don't even have pulls on the cabinets, there's no light fixtures, no handles on some of the doors. They really just give you the bare bones, and you have to add in a lot of personality to the properties. The next con for new construction is landscaping or lack of, because on new construction developments, there really isn't a whole lot of lush, mature trees anywhere. It's very plain and landscaping is very minimal. All right, my last con for you for new construction is the CDDs and HOA fees. Almost all the developments, not all, there's a couple, but almost all of them here in Parrish have a CDD fee and an HOA fee. So it's an extra fee a lot of people aren't used to having to pay. All right, let's get into the resale, and we're going to start with the pros of the resale properties. And so the first one is that it's an established neighborhood. So with an established neighborhood, you are not going to have to deal with construction and nails in the road and dirt and dust flying all over the place. It's going to be quiet. It's going to be calm. Everything is already done. The next pro for resale is going to be larger lot sizes. You definitely get a larger lot on a resale property than now you do in a new development. New developments, they are really, squishing those properties in. So if you want a little bit more land, a little bit more room to spread out, resale might be a good option for you. Negotiation power is a really good pro for resale. Unlike builders who have to stick to their pricing, resale sellers have a little bit more flexibility. You can ask for the furniture or you can ask for your closing costs to be paid. There's a lot of different options with the resale seller to work out a deal than there is with a builder. The last pro for resale for me is character. I think the resale homes have a lot more character than a new construction property. The sellers put in their little touches, and a lot of times that includes, screening the lanai, adding the fence, um, putting in the landscaping. It feels like more of a home than a new construction property, to me at least. So it has a better overall feeling, and I think just the character of the home is a little bit nicer. All right, let's get into the cons. 4 cons for resale, and the first one's going to be maintenance surprises. Yes, yes, you do get an inspection before you buy your resale property, but because the home is older, things can pop up. The water heater could break, there could be a leak in the window. Things just happen with older properties. All right, second con, outdated features. Hey, maybe that bathroom vanity hasn't been updated in 10 years and needs a remodel. Or you got some popcorn ceilings you got to deal with, a weird column in the middle of the living room. All these little different things can happen with a resale property. You just got to be prepared for it and ready to do a little DIY. Third con is that you're probably going to have higher utility bills. As we talked about before, the new constructions, those homes are energy built homes. Older homes are definitely not going to have the same energy standards, so your utility bills are probably going to be a bit higher than they would in a new construction home. All right, the last con for resale would be just the fact that somebody else has lived there and you really don't know their whole lot of their life choices. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's still not as nice as having a brand new home. All right, so those are our pros and cons for new construction and resale. If you guys have any other thoughts or comments about it, put it below. I'd love to hear that. Now, at the beginning of the video, I did tell you I wanted to share something with all the Parrish buyers. So I'm a real estate agent. I'm always thinking about resale and one step ahead. And as a Parrish buyer, you've got to understand at some point you might become sellers. Something might happen. You have to move, family, health, something like that. And as a seller, you need to understand, as a Parrish seller, you need to understand that it's very hard to compete with the builders and the developers. So either you're going to have to put some more features and benefits in your home, or you're going to have to drop the price. So just keep that in mind when you buy in Parrish, and make sure you want to stay here for a few years, and this is the place that you really want to be. I hope that helps you guys. It's Amy and Tom, Keys to the Coast Real Estate. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.